Hello and welcome to Devlog 5 of Frogimari. Last week I 3D modeled some items for a junk drawer, but this weekend I'm going to try my hand at making some custom holographic trading cards. It's a beautiful, cloudy day in Portland, so let's make a shader. I had followed a tutorial by this creator last week, and I've been tinkering with it over the past couple of weeks to try to get it closer to a true holofoil effect, and I feel like I am so close to getting it. At first I felt like it would just be cool to have holographic things that you could pick up in the game, but the more I thought about it, I thought it would be even cooler to have an achievement system based on the trading cards. All I've really done here is pick a starting color and change its value along the spectrum depending on its angle. This effect is only made possible by using tangent space. World space allows you to change an object depending on its position in the world, while object space allows you to change an object depending on its geometry, but tangent space allows you to change an object depending on its rotation. Now what I really need to do is learn how to add the foil patterns on top of the color, but I ditched that idea for something way more fun, which is designing the actual cards. I don't want to get so far into this that it prevents me from doing other things in the game, so I just want to see how far Canva can get me without me having to draw anything. And as always, I'm super impressed with Canva. As a designer, I'm not supposed to admit that, but it just lets you make decisions so much faster. All I really want to make sure of here is that I have enough variations of the frog that I can make lots of different types of trading cards. So I think I'll just start out with this little pond and some lily pads and just try to get a good template going that I can build off of later. When I reached a good stopping point, I brought it over to Unity just to see what it would look like as a little sneak peek. And I honestly wasn't super happy with it, and I know that I needed to tweak my shader a little bit more and then maybe use a different shape because the image isn't mapping quite properly to the object. But I decided to call it a day and just sleep on it a little bit and try again tomorrow. I realized that if I wanted to make this look truly realistic, that I not only needed a rainbow background for the base, but I really needed it for each individual pattern. So I created 3 different slots for the patterns, and each of them I assigned a different hue value that would change. And this effect should make it look truly holographic, because as you're seeing some colors, other colors are going to be completely opposite right beside it, so it should look really realistic. That combined with the different layers of the different types of patterns is honestly really selling it to me. And wherever possible, I really like to try to prove my theories along the way. So instead of plugging in my artwork immediately, I started with the Pokemon card just because I know they already look cool. So if I make the effect and it looks cool, then I know that my shader is working. And if it doesn't look cool when I plug in my artwork, I know that I still have a little bit of work left to do. It was also throwing me off a little bit that the card was completely smooth and flat. In reality, no playing card, no piece of paper is going to be completely flat, so I tried to make this kind of bumpy map using a Voronoi node, and then very quickly got annoyed with that, so then just decided to kill it and decided that it was good enough. Anything having to deal with visual scripting, I feel like very quickly turns into a flying spaghetti monster, but I'm out here, I'm doing my best. Feeling good and accomplished, I felt like this was a good stopping point so I can go and make myself a little bit of lunch. decided to take the card template that I had made earlier and turn it into an achievement card. I don't know why, but the only achievement I could think of was an achievement where you hurt the frog 100 times and you get a reward for it. I want to add some like Animal Crossing cheesy jokes in here, but I'm just trying to beef up the card a little bit so it looks like there's actually something happening here. So I think I'm gonna implement a system where there's like a bronze level of the achievement, there's a silver, and then there's a gold. And once I was ready, I went over to Unity and dragged my new card into it, and it's so cute, look at it. But then I very quickly realized that I needed a back for the card, so I just made something really simple. I may redo this later, but I think it's pretty good for now. I decided to call it a day on this one, but I wondered if I could make a really rudimentary achievement system just to see how this could look. So I created a very simple achievement system that would essentially just spawn the card, and I'm taking in one point and lerping it to another point that is based on the camera's position, and then I'm just having it rotate a little bit just to see if it would look cool. I definitely had to play around with the rotation and placement a little bit, but eventually I got this, and I think it looks really cool. While I definitely need to implement a pause feature and some UI to go along with this, I'm really happy with it. And on the heels of my new win, I decided to take a break and finally download City Skylines 2 and wrap up the weekend just with some chill, cozy playing. I have been wanting to play this game for literal months, and I am finally taking some time for myself and doing it. And I gotta say, it's really fun. It's a little bit different than the first game, but I really like it. And I hope you enjoyed watching this devlog. If you have any thoughts, please leave them below in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one.